Hello, friends. This is Aubrey from Crybaby Stonewall Homestead. I'm so excited to go home and open up a few packages I know are waiting for me. I have a few seed orders. I'm sure that you will be interested in seeing what I've got and talking about some of those varieties in more specificity. I have something to say to you at the end of the message. I want your advice on how to wrap up my videos. Like, most videos have something clever people say. And I think I have an idea. I've been saying live long and prosper and God bless and all that. And I'm going to continue to say those things in my videos. But I'm thinking about how to end my videos with kind of like a slogan. So would you go ahead and give me your feedback on that at the end of the video? But let's go ahead and get home and go see what I have waiting for me in the mail. I'm so excited. I just got home and there was another package in my mailbox. I am so happy. And isn't this cute? It's the first time I've seen the packaging this way. It's adorable. Brad's Atomic Grape is the inspiration for the artwork. It's adorbs. All right, let's crack into this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm not even going to get into the house without opening this up. Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato. I just love the artwork. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You got the little astronaut with the American flag. Oh my goodness. I love it. Baker Creek. This is adorable. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's open this up and see what I got inside. Yes, you know I'm smiling, Baker Creek. You know I'm smiling with this package I just got here. Smile, you've got seeds. Is it my imagination, or are these the packages getting even better? Like, the way it's engineered, it's actually keeping them from sliding around. I'm liking that. I like it. So, let's see here. Ooh. Yes, remember the other day I was talking about nasturtium, and I had gone to Home Depot and bought a variety pack, all different colors, but they're like mostly like orange and yellow. And I said if you want to get special varieties, you need to buy them specially, and you'll pay a little bit more. But this is Alaska Red Shades, which is so beautiful. If you see here, the leaves are variegated as well, and it's this deep, almost burgundy color. And the nasturtium is an edible flower, so I'm going to enjoy how beautiful they are. Now, I always want the seeds, so I'm like, I usually eat the leaves and not the flowers, because in the flowers will make the seeds that will make more plants. So I've got to get over that and try to enjoy the flowers as well. But I'm really excited about these. You guys, red Alaska nasturtium are so gorgeous. And you can direct sow. It's really easy. But if you want to, you can start sowing indoors. For me, it would be a couple weeks away. But for me, honestly, it's just so much easier just to direct sow. I'm going to direct sow it. This says vining varieties grow best up a trellis. So, every once in a while I'll get a variety wrong and I'll think it's going to just be a bush and then it's a vine, or vice versa. So it looks like that this one is going to be a vining variety because it mentions it. So I like it. Isn't that beautiful? I really like that deep color. Gorgeous. And then we have, ooh, wow, that's so pretty. The orchid cream. That's lovely. So like the leaves here are going to be, the leaves will be solid green, but the flowers have a beautiful splash look to it, whereas these look like the splash is happening to the leaves and the flowers are solid. Isn't that lovely? I need to look to see if this is a vining variety or not. So this one's going to be a smaller plant. It says compact plants top out at 12 inches tall and 10 inches wide. So this one would be good for like a container. And then the other one, the Alaska one I have here, this one's going to need something to climb, which even a hanging basket is okay because it can climb or it can hang.
So either way, either of these would be fine in a hanging basket. That's how I usually grow them, is I don't even grow them in raised beds. Well, I wouldn't say by themselves. I'll often pop nasturtium seeds around like other plants. I think, I'm not sure if it's true, but I have a feeling that the scent of the nasturtium, in some ways it attracts, you can use it as a trap crop and it can attract aphids instead of it going to your brassicas and other things. But it also has a really strong smell. So I have this feeling, I'm not sure if it's accurate, but I have this sense that it's repelling other pests. Aphids do like nasturtium. They like it more than they like brassicas, which if you're using a sacrificial plant, like maybe do a couple of the plain varieties off to like the periphery of your property, and you might have to like pull up a plant and throw them away, just to do a trap crop, right? So by a trap crop, what I mean is it's so attractive to a certain kind of pest like aphids that you will let one plant become completely infested, and then you'll take the whole plant and you'll trash it. So then then they can't spread. So it actually put it like I personally would put it in a plastic bag with the rest of my trash and then dispose of it so that the aphids don't survive and fly off somewhere else. But so I've only had to sacrifice a few nasturtium plants, and I always felt bad doing so, but it saved my brassicas, and then I always planted more nasturtiums later, and it was fine. They're so beautiful. I'm going to grow a lot of them. And again, you can use them as a trap crop to save your other plants. But, make sure you grow enough that they're not all trap crops. You want to have some that you can really enjoy and have, the aphids aren't going to get to every single nasturtium plant you have. I would plant a few kind of far away so that they can be attracted away from your garden. And then when it's full of aphids, you just pull up the whole thing and put it in the garbage. Or if you have like a fire pit or something, we're not allowed to burn in my area, so we can't do that. But do what you do. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at the detail. Oh my gosh. God is good. I'm pretty sure I bought some more calamitha a while ago, but I want to have a lot of it. This is the Marvelette White. Isn't that beautiful? And I got excited seeing the little teacup. And the flowers and leaves are both in there. So it does say it's perennial, and I'm in zone 8. But whenever I've read zones 5 to 7, I've found things will be perennial here too. It gets cold enough, but it doesn't get too cold. And then it looks like that's actually a really colder zone. So I think it's going to be fine. Aromatic blooms attract a range of pollinators. Compact bushy plants reach 8 to 10 inches tall. Frosted and snow-white blooms, excellent tea. Yay, nice. So that it says hot or iced tea. Nice, I like that. So, and of course you can use many things for tea, many edible things. Yeah. I'm going to grow this, and later on when I make tea, I'll make sure I do a little video. We'll have a cuppa together. I got the Komatsuna again, and it's okay. You guys, those haters, those free seed people who are not pleased with getting the same free seeds more than once, gotta get over themselves. I don't know any other seed company that gives away free seeds. This is excellent. And I actually bought some Komatsuna before I got the free packets. So I'm going to have extra. And I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good variety to grow. So, like I said, I bought it. I bought the same kind. It's from Tokyo, Japan. Dense nutrition. Spinach mustard. You can use it raw or cooked. It's tolerant of heat and frost. So that is excellent. I'm happy. Thank you for those seeds, Baker Creek. I'm appreciative. I don't expect a different variety every time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to the people who packaged my seed order. That's awesome. Thanks. And I wish I could go to this expo the 10th to the 12th in California, but it'll be the first week or two back to school after summer vacation. So I'll just enjoy my summer in my garden, but I'm going to be wishing I was there on the 10th. So that's super cool. If you live in California, if you have vacation days, maybe check that out. Let's go inside and see. I had 2 other orders that I'm excited to delve into. And for accountability, you can see my receipt here was $12.60. And I ordered that on February 2nd. So my deal was to order 15. Well, at first I said 15, then I said maybe 20. So my goal was $15 or less, 20 if I'm really feeling passionate about it. $15 or less per week on Baker Creek seeds. So $12.60. I did make it under that. And I got 2 different kinds of nasturtiums, the Marvelet White plant that I'm going to be growing for tea, and the Kamatsuna seed packet I got for free. So that, to me, I think is a steal. That is like basically what most people pay at Starbucks every day for a coffee. Great things can come in little packages. You know that. These are small, but what's in there? I'm sure that they're garden related. Let's crack them open. This package is from Plant Guru. And this one here is from Burpee. It's like Christmas. So it's not what I expected. I was thinking it was plant related because it's Plant Guru. But I actually ordered these essential oils. And so I'm going to crack it open. I just want to smell it. It's cool that it has this like pipette here. Kind of nice little dropper. For the pipette, you can squeeze up how much you want. That's kind of nice. I want to take a little sniff. That smells so nice. It smells like peppermint candy. So it's definitely uplifting and energizing. Corn mint essential oil. I don't know what they mean by corn mint. Pop it below if you know what they mean by corn mint. It definitely smells like peppermint. And they use steam distillation. So I'm planning on making some essential oils in the future. And if you want to see that, you're going to have to click like and subscribe and all that good jazz. But this smells so good. I'm not going to plant this, obviously, but it's from Plant Guru, and it smells marvelous. So let's get into the Burpee package. And by the way, I really think that aromatherapy is very medicinal and healing just in itself. So like when I'm walking around my garden, I'm like touching the rosemary and the lavender and the mints and everything, and the lemon balm and lemon verbena. And it is such a wonderful experience for your senses. So if you're not growing aromatic herbs, you should be. And then once you are, you can do what I'm going to do, which is I'm going to make my own essential oils. And I'm not going to be using it for internal use because I want to be careful, but I'm going to be using it for cleaning, for aromatherapy. I might also make some tinctures. Those will be for internal use, but not this. I will make it very carefully and all that. So I'll make sure that you click the bell notification so you see those later. Oh, you guys try this. I'm not sure if it's going to be valid for everybody who uses it. There's the code if you want to scan it. Take $10 off, $50 with this code. Shop 24S4 with Burpee. And yeah, so I'm not sure how long that's going to be going, but today is February 8th. So, February 8th or 9th. And yeah, so that's
that should work. Why don't you try it and see? Let me know if it saves you any money. So what did I get? I got, okay, how could I not get a summer squash called Cupcake? It's called Cupcake. They sold me with the name. Delectable oblate, 2 to 5-inch fruits impart perfectly calibrated flavor, somewhat sweet, somewhat savory. Go-to squash for roasting, slicing, grilling, boiling, and stuffing. Cupcake combines patty pan's rich sweet flavor and zucchini's soft skin. Large trailing plants yield dozens of round green squash. This variety does it all. Harvest in about 52 days and often thereafter when fruits are small. So, oh, by the way, whenever you see like the, days to harvest, you want longer than that because a lot of plants will produce more. You pick it and it'll flower again. You'll pick it and it flowers again. So some plants, will have a capacity, like you're not going to get more than a certain number of fruits or whatever off of it. But this is going to be prolific. And so I want to make sure I have way more than 52 days. I'm going to be planting this for summertime. And I love the idea of it being something like zucchini. And we love patty pans as well. So Cupcake Hybrid Summer Squash. Now, I do grow a lot of heirlooms, and heirlooms are amazing, but hybrids are innovative. So if you think about, how we can be creative in gardening, one way is by creating new hybrid varieties. So hybrids are not evil, you guys. It's just when I say, when you're growing hybrids, you're growing them for a year. If you seed save, which is not the end of it's not evil to seed from a hybrid plant, but when you grow it the next time, or even the generation after that, there's going to be a lot of diversity, and it can revert back to one of the parent squash in terms of certain traits. So, just a little genetics lesson. But there's nothing wrong with hybrids. But it's also very good to have heirlooms that you can really depend on how they'll be true to seed, right? So hybrids are not evil. Not sure how to say this, but it says Centaurea, the bride, and I got 2 of them. I'll have to do a little insert to show you what this is supposed to look like. So it says a puff of fresh air that dazzles in cut flower arrangements. Tall, unbranched stems support fluffy, snow-white flowers with the most delicious cocoa scent. So they're not edible, but they do smell fragrant. That's nice. And, I like the Baker Creek and my Gardener seed packets a lot better than this because they have pictures and that's very visually appealing. So I got 2 of those. And I got the Tivoli Hybrid Winter Squash. Short vined, compact 6-pound yellow variety is ready to join you on the patio and bask in a container. So this is specifically going to be good for containers. High yielder, plentifully produces fruit 8 to 10 inches long at maturity. Packed with delectable, creamy flesh. Harvest in about 98 days. So, if you don't know, you probably do, but just in case, summer squash, you plant summer squash and winter squash like at the same time, but summer squash you are harvesting after 50 or 60 days, and you continue to harvest as long as the weather's nice and warm. Winter squash you actually harvest in the late fall or early to late fall, and then you can use it in the winter. So a lot of them are good keepers, and so you can have shelf stable food for some of them a couple months. Some things are really good keepers and they can last like a year. I recently bought a seed variety that was recommended by, I think it was a Viking or Viking gardener or something like that. He recommended some kind of Tahitian squash or Tahitian gourd or something like that. It basically looks like a really big butternut squash, that is really interesting. And that's the one I'm the most excited about is the Tahitian squash, as I haven't had that before. But the Tivoli hybrid sounds interesting. It does sound really yummy. So we're going to direct sow. It's always good to direct sow squash if you can. The only reason why I would start them and not direct sow them would be if I was giving them as a gift or selling them. And so otherwise I would just direct sow just because it makes sense. Save yourself some work. And I got, so the other potato hybrid at winter squash was, I think it was mashed potatoes. This one's called baked potatoes. So when I got the mashed potato, I think it's mashed potato winter squash, I gave one pack to my friend, the gardening artist. And if you haven't checked out her channel, go check her out. And I got some for myself as well. But then I saw this and I was like, okay, we're getting crazy on the potato, using the name potato, you're going to sell it, right? Just like cupcakes. Cupcakes and potatoes are going to sell. Squash, right? It makes it sound delicious. So it says it looks like baked potatoes when cooked. But my question is, what does it taste like? So it says it tastes sweet and it has a nutty flavor. It says it's good for soups, roasting, and pies. And lovely butternut colored acorn squash. So this is another acorn squash. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, so this is acorn. And the other one I was interested in was a butternut. So they're making all kinds of different hybrids out of acorn and butternut squashes. So like this is an acorn hybrid. And then I'm not saying that they're mixing the acorn with butternut, okay? But there's all these like little offshoot hybrids that are gaining a lot of popularity. And I'm definitely interested in trying them out. Now, if I wanted to save the seeds from my heirlooms, I'd want to keep them separate. But if I'm growing another hybrid, it doesn't matter if they cross because the seeds are going to be like a lottery anyway. So that might be interesting to grow a hybrid by a hybrid and see what you get with those seeds. It might come out something really interesting, something really weird, or something really amazing. So I'm super excited about today's orders. I got all these seeds from Burpee, which is not one I buy from a lot. So I got those baked potatoes, squash, the Tivoli hybrid winter squash, the bride, and cupcake hybrids. And I was really surprised that this was in the packaging. But I do remember ordering it, and it's for a purpose. I love the smell. I love aromatherapy. And I was so pleasantly surprised to get that Bigger Creek order as I literally was checking the mailbox just now. So God bless you guys. And I did decide to say, just a second, I'll tell you. You have to let me know if you think the end of my videos should be like this. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and fade into the ending here. What do you think about those varieties? Are you interested in growing them? Is it something that you think is going to be like life-changing or something that would appeal to your palate? Anyway, so what I said in the beginning was I want your feedback on how to end my videos. And I was thinking, one thing I say to my students as they leave my classroom every day is be good, be sweet. So I was thinking, what if the way I ended was to say, be good, be sweet, and grow if you want to eat? What do you think? Is that too much to say? Be good, be sweet, and grow if you want to eat. Because I really do think that there will be some times where you might go to bed hungry and not have all the things that you need unless you grow it yourself. So if you want to never starve, then you should have a garden. So go ahead, live long and prosper, like I always say. God bless you. Be good, be sweet, and grow a garden if you want to eat. Bye.